3.
Okay. Humans have always been fascinated with the transplantation of body parts and organs, and the first transplant that's been documented dates all the way back to 1881 when a man was leaning against a metal door and lightning struck and it burned his whole arm, and they grafted skin from a donor to cover the wounds until they healed. By 1905, we were transplanting corneas, and by the 1960s, we were transplanting everything from livers to lungs, and in the late 60s, we actually had the first heart transplant, which happened in Cape Town, South Africa. Today, transplantation is far from its infancy, and it's no longer considered an experimental procedure. It has a success rate of about 80%. And every year, 800,000 people receive tissue transplants, while 25,000 receive organ transplants. But unfortunately, the need for donors far exceeds the supply that we have. And today I want to talk a little bit about the severe need we have for donors and hopefully dispel some of the myths that keep people from donating, and tell you about how just registering to be a donor saves lives, and give you the resources to register today. Every 79 minutes, someone dies while they're waiting for an organ transplant. Every year, 7,000 potential donors die, taking perfectly good life-saving organs with them. A study by the Coalition on Donation found that 91% of the general public supports organ donation, but only 29% of those people actually register to donate. And you absolutely cannot donate organs unless you've registered. You can't go to the hospital and verbally tell the doctor that you want to donate an organ. Your family can't make the decision for you. You have to be on the registered list. Under ideal conditions, you can donate many things from your heart, lungs, liver, kidneys, skin, bones, tendons, cornea, and pancreas. And of course, everyone's not going to die under ideal conditions, but on average, 3 organs can be harvested from any one donor. Now that we know a little bit about the need there is for donors, I want to talk about some of the reasons people don't donate. One of the most common reasons people decide not to become donors is because they're scared that when they get to the hospital and the doctor sees that they're an organ donor, that they're going to not do everything that they can to save their life because they're going to want those organs. And this is absolutely not true. A doctor is always going to do everything in their power to save your life. And the doctors work independently of the people that actually harvest and transport your organs. So the doctor has no horse in the race, so to speak. Also, careful measures are taken to confirm brain death, which is legally and medically death. That's the cessation of all brain functioning. And without your brain, you can't live. And while some people suffer strokes and their heart keeps beating, a lot of their family members tend to associate a heartbeat with life, which also is not true. The heart is part of your autonomic nervous system, so it can function independently of your brain. As long as there's oxygen in your lungs, your heart's going to keep beating. And doctors are going to keep those people that are on ventilators until they can talk to their family, which is always done before anything is done to harvest organs, and keep the organs viable until they can be transported to the person that needs them. Another reason people often don't donate is fear that it's not compatible with their religious beliefs. Actually, most religions do support donation, and Seventh-day Adventists in particular largely condone organ donation. They actually have several transplant hospitals, like Loma Linda in California. And the final myth I'm going to talk about is that your body will be so deformed from donating organs that you wouldn't be able to have an open casket funeral, which also isn't true. Doctors are really careful to make clean incisions and stitch you back up. And most people, depending on the cause of death, go on to have open casket funerals. No one's ever deformed at all from donating organs. Now that we know that organs are only harvested after everything has been done to save your life and death is confirmed, most religions support organ donation and your body is left perfectly intact. Let's talk about why organ donation is beneficial. It's a really easy way to save lives. It's completely free and completely painless. As I mentioned before, every organ donor gets about 3 organs. If every potential donor donated 3 organs, it would be enough to save 45,000 lives. Not only is it comforting to know that when you die, your organs, which are of no use to you anymore, will be giving life to others. Many families of organ donors say that it's helpful in the grieving process to know that someone's alive because of their loved one's donation. Now that you know what a gift it is to register to be a donor, I want to explain to you how you can register to be an organ donor. Registering is really simple. By following just a few easy steps, you can save the lives of 8 people and benefit the lives of 50 people that need tissue transplants. You just go to tndonorregistry.org and follow the link at the top of the page that says click here to donate. And you'll fill in your name and your driver's license, and actually on this page you can specify what organs you want to donate. You don't have to just all or nothing say you want to donate and your body is just there for them to take. You can say, I just want my heart to be donated. And there's also no age limit or no health stipulation on donating. Organs like your kidneys can be donated no matter how old you are. I hope this has enlightened you a little bit about